To recap it for you briefly, we all know about Joe Biden and Hunter Biden by now. Hunter Biden has this huge salary working for this Ukrainian energy company, and Hunter Biden has nothing on his resume that would justify being hired for a board, to be on the board of this company. Nobody does. And keep in mind, boards are infamous for just being slush funds for cash. Will you come be on our board? Be on our board. You have to show up like once a year for $500,000. That's just generally, that's what boards are lots of the time. But Hunter gets hired for this Ukrainian company as soon as his dad takes over being vice president of the United States, and he's kind of our representative for Ukraine. Okay, looks really bad. Well, you're a Democrat, you're Joe Biden, so you know the media is not going to look into it, really, for the most part. But Republicans apparently did. And Joe Biden kept insisting, look, I've never even met this friggin' Ukrainian guy Hunter worked for. Ugh. Turns out, Hunter Biden's laptop ended up in the wrong hands, and this is an email to Hunter Biden from that Ukrainian executive. Quote, "Dear Hunter, thank you for inviting me to D.C. and giving me an opportunity to meet your father and spend some time together. It really is an honor and a pleasure. As we spoke yesterday evening, would be great to meet you today for a quick coffee. What do you think? I could come to your office somewhere around noon or so, before or on my way to the airport. Best, V." How do you explain that? We all know what the explanation is. We all know what the truth is. That's ugly. Okay, that's politics. That's ugly. Joe Biden clearly lied. We already know Joe Biden got his son the job. All right, that's ugly. Let's deal with it. Except it got so much worse. You see, that was published. The story about this was published not in some weird tabloid somewhere, in the New York Post, one of the biggest papers in the United States of America, long established New York Post, and Twitter didn't allow anybody to link to it and suspended the account of the New York Post. What? And you may not be a social media person. Probably half of you, I would guess, are social media people. But you have to understand, between Facebook and Twitter, there are about 2.6 billion users. Even if it doesn't matter to you, and I'm not saying it should matter to you, it is important, though, that you realize it does matter to other people. Careers are made, careers are lost on Twitter, on Facebook. The President of the United States of America lives on Twitter. Every United States senator lives on there. Congressman, ISIS, the Communist Party of China. These people live on Twitter. They think it matters. Twitter does matter. Facebook does matter. Social media matters in this day and age. Now, if this is the new means of communication, and it is for so many people, if this is the new news source for so many people, what are we supposed to do if they're now actively taking part in an election and censoring out any bad information for Hunter Biden? What are we supposed to do? Let's all agree, I'd rather the government never get involved at all, period, at all. But we can't survive like this. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me, like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.